good evening. That one right there caught me off guard. I thought a video was gonna be playing. Hey, welcome to another episode of Going Places. I am your hostess, Tanya Evans Barnes. And before I go any further, I want you to go ahead, click like and click share. Something good is going to take place during this broadcast. So I want you to make sure you stay to the end in order to be blessed. Hey, if you're streaming on YouTube, go ahead, make sure you click like and click share, subscribe. I'm going to bring forth my big brother from another mother. He is a three-star director in this awesome and amazing company, but I met him through this company and we just got finished co-authoring a book together, which with along with a whole bunch of other people that you're gonna meet some of them tonight. But listen, before I go further, grab a friend, grab a chair, get a pen and paper handy, because I'm telling you, not only are we going places, but we're making some money while we're doing it. So I'm gonna bring forth our three-star director, Pastor Mel Keys, out of San Antonio, Texas. He is not only my friend, my business partner, but he is my pastor. Yes, he is. Shout out to the J Howe family, him and his wife, Lady Keys, and their family is doing it like a family affair. But guess what? A family that prays together and travels together stays together. So, Pastor Mel, come on forth.
Baby
Whew.
girl, I am so honored to have some Tanya Evans Barnes in my life. I want to thank
Oh,
and all the many others who this weekend has been some kind of incredible. I know if you could have been here in person, you would have
oh
been,
my
but
goodness,
just having
yes.
you on the screen, seeing your face in the place, it always adds value to me.
I
So,
was still, I mean, even though I wasn't there in the physical, I was still
yes,
there in spirit.
absolutely,
So,
absolutely.
and
Well,
I just can't wait till we
you're
do get make that trip to come on down there and have another
Yeah,
visit.
yeah, you're in the heart, and that's a forever place. So thank you so much for that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you off the screen for just a moment, and I'm going to kind of talk a little bit about this whole project. And then I have at least three of y'all that I see have shown up. We have Minister Carolyn Walker Pittman. We have our dear sister Demita Cleveland, who just got back home, and yourself. And we're going to have y'all to come back and give us some meat on the bones of this Going Places project. Y'all have chapters that I really want the audience to have an opportunity to hear from you, the co-authors who have made it what it is and what it shall become. So stay right there. Don't go too far away. I get nervous when you do, and I'll come back for all of y'all at the same time. But listen, y'all, we're going to make the best use of time because I have four meetings to be on today, this evening, and I want to make sure we're maximizing our time. Let's talk about this Going Places as a project. Some maybe year and a few odd months ago, it was dropped in my spirit. I know it was the Lord. I did a training for the corporate office, Travorium Travel Club. Shout out to the Hearts. Shout out to the Strands. Shout out to the Roberts. And of course, shout out to my coach and my mentor, my big sis, Coach Deborah, who I'll be on call with in just a moment after this. But guys, let me tell you something. When I did that training, it was just a teaching, and I had kind of carried it through a couple of times, and it just said it resonated. You know how you get something and it resonates with you to the point. I said, you know what, this is a book. So I put another book that I was beginning to write and put it aside. I said, I'm just going to go ahead and finish this out. And then the Lord took it to another space, and He instructed me to share this opportunity with some other persons. And I reached out to 11, and 10 of the 11, I thought they was going to need more time to pray about it. You know how folk get real spiritual. Yeah, and pray about it and think about it. And Pastor, let me get back with you. Give me a couple of weeks, give me a month. Man, they made the decision on the spot. I was like, whoa, this is most unusual. So I knew I was operating in the Lord's favor, moving in the right direction. And then the Lord showed me that it was not just a book, but it was a mindset, y'all, that it was a mandate, that it was a mission that we're after. And let me just tell you, if you can just imagine going with us to various, I'm going to talk about these destinations, breathtaking destinations all around the world, and enjoying quality time. Sometimes the quality time you're going to enjoy It may be just you because you need some time. I'll talk about this later. Sometimes you just need some you time. Sometimes you just need some time to, to paint your toenails or grow them back or cut them or do something with them. You just need some don't bother me time, some de-stress time. And we got some of the most beautiful, breathtaking resorts and hotels at the type of prices where if I took time to go through presentation slides and show you these prices, it would be so unbelievably incredible that some of you wouldn't even believe me. But I'll just say this, man, we've stayed at places where we've paid less than $100 for a whole week, where other people have paid multiple thousands of dollars for the exact same thing. No, this is not a story. No, this is not make believe. No, well, you said, well, that sounds like a scam. Scam me, baby, because I'm going to tell you, we've been doing this for the past 5 years. We've been places, of course, Vegas, multiple times doing that same thing. We've been to Miami. We've done the same thing in Orlando. We've done the same thing in North Carolina. We've done the same thing in Memphis. We've done the same thing in Cancun multiple times. We've done the same thing in Paris. We've done the same thing in Jamaica a couple of times. We've done the same thing in Maui. We've done the same thing in Honolulu. And we just got back a week and a half ago. I don't even have my bag unpacked from Dubai, y'all. That was a bad mama jamma right there. So, guys, I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. We have a platform, a travel platform that these co-authors, we share it in common. If they invited you to see this information, if they invited you to hear this information, we're not trying to get something from you. We're trying to get something to you. All you have to do is just open up your mind and receive. A closed mind, in so many regards, is one of the most dangerous things on the planet. Don't let that be you. Get your questions answered. Exercise due diligence. Now, my wife and I, we've been travel agents for 11 years. Mr. Mita, she's been a travel agent 2 generations deep, 3 generations deep. Her mom, herself for over 20 years, and her daughter's a travel agent. We have one lady who, an evangelist, who's a travel agent on our team. She's been a travel agent and an agency owner for 43 years, and she's in the club, and she says this is a no-brainer. So I'm just telling you that if you're going to travel anyway, and you're not using our platform, you're not using our club to travel, and you're going to and fro, you're wasting good money. You're throwing it out the window. You're setting it on fire. If that's your thing, if that's what you're into, keep at it. But we're going to show you how to keep some of those hard-earned dollars in your own pocket. And the travel platform we use is called Travorium. But we want to make sure that you get directed right back to the person that invites you to see this information. But going places is about using that particular platform so that we're being frugal, we're being wise with our spending, we're saving a whole lot of money for the price that some people are paying for one trip. We're taking 3 and 4, sometimes even more. We're showing people how to travel for free. And lastly, we're showing them how to make money from the travel as a whole if they operate it, and that's optional, as a business. We have people as ourselves who've replaced income as a result of this. Full-time income has been replaced. We have others who have far exceeded that. They're making well over 6 figures. We have individuals who are making well over $1 million doing the exact same thing that I'm telling you. So we're looking for the right people who not only want to save money, but we're looking for people who also want to learn how to work from home and have the right type of coaches, the right type of trainers and leaders, kingdom-minded individuals who can show them how to implement this thing in a way and shorten that learning curve and do it with integrity and do it with a view where it's a kingdom view, where that's the foundation. We're looking to help people. We're looking to serve people. We're looking to change people's lives and help them to see the world at the same time. Quick story. I was in the military, and, I thought I was going to do all this traveling and stuff. I got stuck in Texas for 10 years, you understand? But I picked up a good package while I was here, so I can't be mad about that. But the thing of it is, I'm doing more traveling now outside the military than I ever did when I was in. And the thing of it is, I'm still on assignment. It's just I'm not on military assignment. I'm on the master's assignment. And we're using this platform to do that, to carry this out in that capacity. And we're looking for individuals. You got some speaking gifts. You got some coaching gifts, teaching and training. This is the perfect platform to use. We're going places, and we're looking for like-minded individuals who want to go with us. So this book is about that platform, about that project, about that purpose. and turning it into a way that you can also bring profits right into your household in the same capacity. So we got some powerful kingdom authors. I'm going to get them in place and get them in position. I can't remember. Hey, Carol, it's good to see you, darling. Thank you for chiming in. I can't remember who has the first chapter. I'm all discombobulated. Let me bring them all in right now and see who has the first chapter. I got them. My mind is all scattered right now. Who's the first chapter?
I'm chapter 5.
I'm chapter 4.
And I'm chapter 3.
Chapter 3. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a special.
Okay, so Minister Carolyn.
Yes, we're going to get Minister Carolyn to do a special reading. And then not only your special reading, but we want you to talk a little bit about your chapter as a whole, how it relates to your life, how it relates to where you're going, and the individuals that may be compelled to join you. We're not looking for everybody, but we want to give you the floor, Minister Carol. And I want to get out the way and have you do your reading and talk for five to 7 minutes completely. And just open your heart in that regard. All righty? So let me get everything out of the way.
Okay, I'm going to try to be obedient and do what I was told. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So yes, I've already been introduced. And the part of the book that I chose to read to you happens to deal with the beginning, right? I like the beginnings, right? The beginning of things, right? I'm generally known as a trailblazer. So the part of the book I'm going to share with you is when it all started, which was when I was about 6 years old in elementary school. I had a first grade teacher who loved her job. She instilled in me a love for reading, and I found myself reading a whole series of mandated materials. I remember reading a book entitled Madeline, part of the series. Now, the book was about a little girl who went to school with other students and how they uniformly spent their time together. They lived and went to school in the same building, sort of like what we call homeschooling today, right? I thought, wow, how cool is that? Yes, if you haven't discovered it yet, I loved going to school, but so did Madeline. She went to school in Paris, though, and I wanted to go to Paris too, right? So in elementary school, I was smart, I was outgoing, I was adventurous, courageous. I was polite, and I was a little black girl in school, right? But I was told later in life that I knew everything. Nothing. Now, imagine that. Everyone always knew who I was, and I thought that was the coolest thing. Well, when I was reading this Madeline, the story of Madeline, everybody knew who she was too, right? She had lots of friends. She was very courageous, and she was daring. I remember one day while I was in school, another student and I was sent to the office on an errand. While I was there, I asked the school secretary how much money she made, right? I told you I was outspoken, right? So without blinking, she said thousands of dollars a year. Well, immediately I decided I wanted to be a school secretary so that I could make millions of dollars so that I can travel to Paris. Well, by the time that I had finished my hierarchy academia, 12th grade with honors and a scholarship in secretarial science to go to New York University on a scholarship, I had all but forgotten about that dream. And I had another dream in the 5th grade. And that dream was to save the world, right? But I defaulted to making thousands of dollars as a school secretary. I thought that was more attractive, right? So I retired from a school secretary position because I did actually actualize that dream. I retired making $55,000 a year, but I had still not made it yet to Paris. Nevertheless, I kept going. So my book or my chapter in the book encapsulates the fact that, I had a lot of ups and downs since then. That's at the beginning when I was 6 years old. I grew up in a family of 3 girls. And my mom and my dad raised us both. But I became a single parent, and I raised my 2 children by myself. And during that time, a lot of things transpired. I was able to take them places when they were growing up. As a child, when I was growing up, we didn't go much places. I grew up in the projects. So we didn't have places. We went to grandma's house, right? But when I had my children, I took them to places like Virginia Beach, right? They got a little older and I took them to Disney World, right? My son, when he was younger, he was about 4 years old. I took him to Disneyland in California because I have family out there. So they had those experiences. When they got older, I had my own experiences, right? And I had gone to, before then, my mother, before she passed, she went to Hawaii. And I never went to any place that she went, but she was a traveler. My dad, before he passed, he said he wanted to, ride those, RVs? He wanted to do some trips across the country. But I had my son. How was he going to be taught in school? He was going to be missing school. So that didn't get done. So he never got to actualize that. So now I have my own children and I'm taking them places and they're grown now. So now I'm going places. I have yet to get to Paris, but trust and believe I will get there because I'm on that trajectory of making it there. I've become a part of this Trevorium family. And it has truly, truly blessed my life. I've been to places like Dubai, and I never thought about going to Dubai, never even dreamed about going to Dubai. But I found myself being able to do that, and it cost me $49 for 5 days, or rather 6 days, and 5 nights, right? I'm going to Puerto Vallarta next month, or this month, right? We're in October. This is it. For $29 for 5 days and 4 nights. I've been to San Antonio. I've gone to Las Vegas. I've been to Miami. I've gone to Washington, D.C., and I love Washington, D.C. It's really close. I can drive there myself. And I'm going there again next month for $143 for 5 days, 4 nights, breakfast included. Okay, so we are going places, and I'm so glad to be able to go. And how you get there? You just keep going, right? I haven't got to Paris yet, but I know I'm going to be getting there. Why? Because I'm continuing to go, continuing to grow. The legacy started with my family, my parents, and though we didn't travel much, they instilled in me the desire. I got it from the 6th grade at the elementary school that I went to. This little girl named Madeline piqued my interest. You never know where the idea is going to come from, but don't discard it. The Bible says, don't despise small beginnings, right? I love beginnings. I don't despise them. And if you don't, just continue going because you too will find yourself going places. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. Back to you, Pastor Mel.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Minister Carolyn. And for the benefit of our listening audience, we go back some 35 years, and the church I grew up, you were an adult member there. And when I left, I was 17, and we didn't get reconnected to just a couple of years ago. And now what a joy. Someone from my childhood, we're meeting at different places across the country and having San Antonio to worship with us at church. We've been in Vegas together. We've been in New Orleans together. And we're planning some of our international travel that we'll see each other. Man, I tell you, what a joy. You're certainly going places, and thank you for being a part. I'll say this, that chapter, how you're going to get there. A lot of folk get stuck on my how. But the most important thing is just make that decision, y'all.
Yes, keep going.
Yeah.
Yes, make the decision and keep going. Don't get stuck wherever you are. Don't get stuck.
You don't have.
If you find yourself stuck, pick yourself up and keep going.
Keep going.
You'll end up at the place you want to be.
That's it. I love it. So I'm going to put you in a lobby, and I'm going to bring in Demita Cleveland, who had Demita Cleveland. She just left San Antonio. She probably still has the wind, some San Antonio wind on her back. just got home. What time did you get home, sis?
Oh, it was probably closer to 8 o'clock, and I just fell asleep. I said, I'm so tired.
Oh boy.
That
But what
time zone change is a doozy.
yeah. And that's time travel. We doing some time travel. You get to go back and forth with the flow.
Yes,
I used to
yes.
didn't think it would affect me, but I may not be straight yet from the body.
Listen, it takes a long time to recuperate, and just when I thought I had it right, I'm back to being normal. And I
Yeah,
said, "What is that?"
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, listen, for the second time, I want to go right into the heart of your conversation. And your chapter, of course, is travel advisors who are worth their weight in gold. Now, for the benefit of our listening audience, Demita Cleveland, she's a seasoned veteran when it comes to travel and travel agency, 20 plus years herself. Her mom, y'all, also a seasoned veteran, and now she's trained up her daughter to be the same, and she's taking it
Absolutely.
to a whole new level. And we're so honored to be connected through a mutual friend, our brother Maurice. You being a veteran in the VA and all that type of stuff, the government work you do, but you always make time to help people get their vacationing and getaways together. And let me just throw this at you before you go. When we think about her chapter, y'all, it's about really, it's a metaphor. You need to have some people that can shorten your learning curve. You need to have some people that's been there, done that where you're trying to go. Too many times we're starting over from scratch. Too many times we're reinventing the wheel and we're trying to get somewhere we never went before. And someone's always saying, hey, I know the way. You need some travel advisors in your life that are worth their weight in gold. And we're looking at one right now. So, Demita, I'm going to get out your way and let you do what you do.
I appreciate it, Pastor. Thank you so much. Hey, family. So, I just want to give you a little reading from part of the book, and may you be blessed by that reading. It says, "Oh, what a time we had." We would describe letting her arm slightly hang out of the window of the car so that it could catch the wave of the wind. As the wind moved, so did her arm in an upward and downward motion. That glide, that movement, that spirit of energy that moved in Mom also moves in me. My life has always been surrounded by movement, from the falling down of my knees in prayer to the raising up my hands to God. Oh, I just give him all the glory and praise for taking me places that my eyes have not seen nor my ears have heard. It is through his grace and mercy that I am able to keep that movement and pass it along. Catch this move if you really want it, because we are going places. I wrote this chapter to pay respect to the woman who gave me life and movement. I truly believe that my mom traveled so much all the time to escape life just so that she can experience life. So let me tell you my journey. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Father God, may you bless the reading that I am about to give, and I thank you for writing it. Hello, beautiful souls, and boy, do I have a mystery for you all today. Gather around, for we will embark on a journey of mystery and intrigue, like the classic case in my line of work. You didn't know this, but I love me some Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And guess what? They sent me a letter to read to you all about their Tervorium case. Yeah, I reached out to them because I needed to know about Tavorium, and this is what they had to say. Sherlock Holmes at your service, dear readers. Today, a perplexing case has emerged, the mysterious Tavorium. It beckons both women and men of all ages, promising a world of intrigue. Join me as we uncover the secrets of this puzzling club. I love a good mystery, and you are all my proteges. Now, dear travelers, picture this: you, me, and the great unknown. Tavorium seems to be a realm for those afflicted with wanderlust. Members are known to experience sudden yearnings for adventure, exploring the world's hidden treasures. Could this be the remedy for your travel cravings? Whether your heart longs for the serene shores of the lofty heights, Tavorium holds the key to a destination that'll tickle your fancy. You see, Tavorium got this incredible knack for making your travel dreams come true faster than you can say, well, that's elementary, my dear Watson. All my proteges, our investigation has unveiled a particular phenomenon. Travorium members enjoy unparalleled savings in their global escapades. A frugal traveler's dream come true. Could this be the secret to financial savvy? But here's the twist, my dear fellow buffs. The destination remains a mystery, shrouded in enigma. Will it be a secluded beach in Bali or a charming cafe in Paris? The plot thickens. Listen, what I found was that their members pose an uncanny ability to uncover the world's hidden gems. Tavorium members report thrilling adventures, heart pounding escapades, and unforgettable experiences. The question remains, what secret ingredient fuels these adrenaline pumping journeys? Grab your metaphorical magnifying glass and pipe, my fellow investigators, for the game is afoot. In this grand adventure with Tavorium, we shall uncover the clues, unravel the mysteries, and reveal the paradise that awaits. Guess what, proteges? It's time to turn those dreams into reality. And we're not just talking about any dreams, we're talking about the vacations of a lifetime anytime you choose. With Tavorium by your side, booking your dream getaway is like summoning your personal vacation genie or famous sleuth. My dear proteges, it appears we have solved the case of Tavorium. It's a delightful union of travel enthusiasts seeking adventure, savings, and unforgettable experiences. Join the club today and embark on a journey worthy of the greatest detective tales. Stay vigilant, for the journey of a lifetime awaits us, and I assure you it will be nothing short of extraordinary. Deductions, my friends, is the name of the game. Elementary, my dear vacationers. It is simple. It is called Tavorium. This is my journey, and me and my crew are going places. Come join us if you dare. Back to you, Pastor.
Wow, I tell you what. And guys, let me mention on Saturday, Demita was there and so many of the other authors. I apologize. Our sound, I had no clue. Our sound was horrible and it didn't get captured. So today we wanted to go back and do the best we could to at least exercise due diligence to make sure you know beyond a shadow of a doubt the gifts that we have in front of us, these talents, this showcase of this experience. Man, it's all in this book, this Going Places book. And if you have not already considered getting you a copy or two or three or 10, go ahead right now. And I want all of the authors to put their own personal links in the chat so that whoever sees this, they can go ahead and still do the pre-order. We're going to be at the printer tomorrow afternoon with our files. He'll take about 2 days, 3 at max, confirm everything, get me to approve that, hey, it's all. And I'm going to say, yeah, that's how I sent it. And then I would say by Thursday, it'll be in print. And he's promised that within 2 weeks, we'll have the books back. But go ahead and place your pre-orders if you're watching this. I promise you this project is going to be the type of reading that will be not only educational and inspirational, but it's solid. There's so much creativity. Demita, I tell you, you, again, the perfect chapter for you. And I love how you took your creative edge and put it to that. Yes, sure. Sherlock would have been a perfect travel advisor as well. Covers you well.
Yes, he would have been. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so very much. Listen, we got one more beautiful queen who's going to grace the stage. She always is near. She's a member of the Joshua House of Worship who resides still in North Carolina. And I'm so happy. I don't know what to do. and she's just become a right arm in our team, keeping so many things going. But I can't give her too much credit for being a right arm because she cracks my ribs at the same time. And what I mean by that is she is I can't say part-time comedian because she's always got some funnies and some jokes, and she does that on the side from time to time. If you put a mic in her hand, ain't no telling what kind of pain you gonna be in, how how many stitches you gonna get. I mean, you might hurt
I mean,
yourself and you might hurt somebody else. I'm just telling you,
just keep your hands to yourself. Look.
come on now, we we we've been we've been across the country together, and she just listen. She
Yes.
just not too long ago got her
Yes.
passport. So
Yes.
as
Where
a
is that?
result, um, don't lose
I'm
it
out here
now.
feeling like Jason Bourne from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Bourne
yeah.
Supremacy.
There you
Yes. I
go.
got my
There
true
you
blue
go.
right there.
There you go.
And
So she's
Trevorian
ready
blue.
to
Yes, sir.
go. We were limited at one time to cross country travel, intercontinental, but now we're going global, and I can't wait to have
Oh
some
boy.
Tanya Evans Bonds and Paris and Dubai and Greece and Montego Bay and Jerusalem. Lord have mercy. I don't know if the world is ready.
Everywhere. The little pronouncing, look, going places I can't pronounce or spell. It's all
That's all
right, but
right.
I'm going.
No, you
I'll know
know,
how to do it once I come back. Yes.
that's right. That's right. So I'm gonna get out your way, but your chapter is called "Going Places." Chapter 5: Travel Companions Who Multiply Your Fun. And I thought that would have. I knew it was the perfect chapter for you, and I'm so glad that when I listed the chapters and you jumped on that right away. I mean, you're the perfect. I mean, everybody.
Well,
I
the
mean,
first one that I jumped on was already taken. You
I
was
was
like,
always
you know
taking.
what? This will be good for you.
We.
This will be good for you. And I
I
said,
don't think none of
oh
them would have
yeah, I
been
can
better than this.
swing this.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think none of them would have been better than this one for you. So I'm gonna get out your way, let you do what you do.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I would like to thank you, Pastor Mill, for the honor of being a part of this project going places. Who would have known that 4 years ago when I met you and you had introduced this company to me via through someone else? See, God is so strategic in what He does. So let me give you a little backstory of my life. Well, before Travorium, I mean, I was always in a bad place. I could It seemed like every time I turned around, every time I did something right, something else would just come and knock me down. And I remember when I was in the third grade, my third grade teacher, Dr. Cope, she had said, she had asked me, she was asking the class, what do you want to be when you grow up? And so a lot of people said they wanted to be doctors and lawyers and teachers of that sort. But I said I wanted to dress up really nice and go all over the world, and I'm gonna get paid and I'm gonna be rich, and that's what I want to do. And she looked me dead in my face and said, well, if you ever come across that, find me so that I can do that too. And little did I know it took a tragedy to make, I mean, because God will bless some mess. And about 6 years ago, my son got killed. And I said, Lord, I need you to do something and I need you to do it now. But but the way I asked for grand stuff. So I said, Lord, and whatever you do, the way you bless me, it got to be like a super casual, fragilistic, espialidocious blessing. That way the people will see and know for a guaranteed fact that I had nothing to do with it, but it came from the Father. So I'm going to read a little snippet from my chapter, Going Places. And my chapter is Travel Companions Who Multiply Your Fun. Traveling by faith was another experience I've had since being connected to our Travorium Club. I remember when I did a world tour in New Orleans. New Orleans has been on my bucket list since I was a little girl. I had no clue as to how I was going to get there. I just knew that I had to go. With $97 in my pocket, I was blessed to be able to connect with one of my business partners, Lisa, who also decided to take that same trip. So I was able to ride with her. The saying teamwork makes the dream work holds true, especially when you're connected to like minded people like yourself. I may have gone on that world tour with no money, but it did not stop me from enjoying all that New Orleans had to offer because of the people I was with. We did a swamp tour where our captain's name was Captain Xander. A few of my business partners attended as well, including Minister Carolyn, Lisa Simmons, and Pastor Mel. According to our captain, it was the most memorable time that he had ever had. From singing songs down the bayou with alligators swimming up to the boat looking me straight in the face, and even experiencing a fish jumping out of the water into my lap. It was so funny and such a shock that I just thank God that I lived to tell the tale. Do it while scared. That's my new motto. And then I want to read one little other part. So now I am living proof that dreams really do come true. The plans that God has for us are just an asking away. If we just ask in Jesus' name, He really will grant us our heart's desires. Since becoming a member of our club, I've taken 39 vacations in 3 years, places I've never thought existed, as well as places I've only been to in my dreams. And by the time you've read this publication, I would have taken an additional 4 trips: Miami in September, Puerto Vallarta in October, DC in November, and ending the 2023 year with a cruise to Cozumel. I so enjoy spending time with my friends, with my new friends who have become family, and making memories and laughter around the world that would last a lifetime, and showing others how to do the same. What a life worth living. I'm so glad to be going places. Back to you, coach. Thank you so much for allowing me to read that.
I tell you what, everybody needs to read that. All of your stories are so
Yes.
inspirational. I'm gonna get you all back on the screen real quick. We want to thank Carol Casper for being the support she is, ordering her book, and the many others. Let me get you
Thank
before I
you.
go to the other call. Are there any persons you want to thank for their support? We'll start in the order that we began. Minister Carolyn, is there anybody you can call name that you want to thank for placing the order? And give us your Miss Carol, we want you to put your link in the public chat. You had it in the private.
I'm working on it.
Okay, sure thing.
Um, yeah, I don't know how to paste it with this laptop.
We'll
So
get
I
it.
guess I have to retype it, and it's telling me I have to sign in again.
Don't worry about that. We'll get that later. Is there anybody you want to thank right now for pre-orders or anything you want to say concerning the pre-orders?
Um, I don't have a name of anybody, so I just want to thank everybody
Okay.
who has pre-ordered the book. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. And I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I will be placing this link while the other ladies are speaking. So thank you again.
Awesome.
God bless.
All right.
Love you, darling. All right, Miss Demita. Anybody?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I want to thank Richard McKinney, my cousin Zilla, who is a fellow travel agent as well. She's been a travel agent for well over 50 years. And Yvonne Gray and Kimberly Fenton. Love you guys and thank you for the support.
Wonderful. Thank you, Miss Demita. I'm going to take you off the screen. Have a blessed rest of your day. All right, and Coach Tanya.
Well, I want to thank everybody that pre-ordered their book. You know who you are. If you did not, go ahead and pre-order your book. $25. I put my Cash App in my description into the you know what I'm trying to say, into the comments. Get your order today. Support the cause because we are definitely going places and we're trying to get y'all to go with us.
Love it. Thank you so very much. And I'm going to
Yes.
close out with this. Ladies, I thank each and every one of you. Thank you for your devotion, your discipline, and sharing your heart. I mean, you all wrote chapters. It wasn't all inspirational. There were some very transparent moments and things that you shared. If there's somebody watching and listening right now, the pain that you're dealing with, they got some medicine. I'm telling you, they got some medicine. And God is going to use them to speak to your heart, to speak to your life, to get you unstuck. Because I know in your dreams, when you were a little girl and a little boy and whatever, and coming up, you held on to something, and life hit you. And for whatever reason, you took a detour, or for whatever reason, you were delayed, but delayed does not mean denied. Your dreams are about to manifest in this season more than you've realized. Come go with us because we're going places and there's plenty of room for you too. I want to share this. In 2024, we're kind of torn. We haven't made a decision yet. We'll be making it within the next couple of months when some dates are released, but we're considering Montego Bay. If you're watching this and you've always had a dream for Montego Bay, Jamaica, and that's one of the places you've wanted to go ahead and put that in the comments and let us know, because we have the perfect way for you to get there. Pennies on the dollar. Maybe Crete, Greece is the destination that you've been dreaming of. You've always seen yourself in Greece, and we want to get you there if that's the case. Or maybe Dubai is the place. Well, one of those three destinations is going to be the destination of our 2024 Going Places Conference. We want to help get you started. We want to put you in position and help you with all the success tools we have at your disposal so that not only can you go at a completely discounted rate, but we really want to work with a few people who can do what is necessary to get them there free. We want to put you in a position where you can pay for your plane ticket, pay for all your food, all your excursions, all of your shopping. We want to put some spending money in your pocket so that you can bring back a whole group of souvenirs for the people that you love the most. So guys, we're going places and there's plenty of room for you to go to. Specimen Keys, San Antonio, Texas. I'm jumping on another call right now. It's a faith leaders presentation. I would say to you, if you're a person of faith, go ahead and stay on my page. It will go to Facebook Live right at 6, which will be 17 minutes from now. So I look forward to seeing you there. We are Joshua Generation. We're going places, and we're claiming God's promises together right here, right now. God bless.